Hello, welcome everybody. Giles Bunyan here with the Valuable Fandom. I'm on my own today, as it is super late. We've just got out of watching Deadpool Wolverine, and thought I'd come and talk to everybody about it. So, hopefully people will come and stop by, and if anybody's seen it, and if not, then they can come and see if it's worth their time. And oh my god, is it worth your time to go? This has been by far and away the best Deadpool movie that is in the trilogy. Oh my god, I can't believe at the level they went to. It did not disappoint. I was a bit worried, if I'm a bit honest, because of the trailers and how much that they gave away. But that being said, to be fair, to be honest, I avoided the last trailer. But wow, there's so much more in the movie than the trailers possibly could show you. And again, I'm trying to be really spoiler free, so I'm being very careful with my words. Suffice to say that if you are a fan of Deadpool, if you are a fan of Wolverine, if you are a fan of the MCU, you will love this movie. So let me also clarify, okay? So I am a very big fan of the MCU. I am a big fan of phases 4 and 5, and I think what they're doing over on Disney Plus is working very well. That being said, this is up there for my favorite MCU movie ever. Like ever. This is insanely good. It has a great possibility for a lot of rewatches, which is very good. Very good. What can I say without spoiling it? I meant to watch the trailer before I started, so I could say some things that people would know, but wouldn't be spoilery. But they show you that there are a couple of Wolverines in the movie, and they don't disappoint. They are very fantastic, and the whole cinema, the whole room was just going crazy, absolutely crazy. Again, yeah, I cannot stress highly enough how good it is, how funny. I mean, Deadpool's known for being funny, but I don't know what it is. There was just something about this one that just seemed like the jokes were just flowing. Like they're just Deadpool's like that anyway. But I don't know. It just felt like everything just got kicked up a notch. This movie. Hugh Jackman. Oh my god. What a performance. Oh my goodness. Everybody always holds Logan in such high esteem. That's funny. Everybody holds it in such high esteem, and as they should, because Logan is a really good movie. I gotta say, even though I haven't seen it in a while, I think I like him better in this. It's all of the emotional moments hit, all of the funny moments hit. This isn't spoiler at all, but they're not afraid to make fun of themselves, right? As we've seen with Deadpool previously and his jokes on Ryan Reynolds. Um, there is a joke about Hugh Jackman's dancing abilities, which is funny. Not to say that he's not a talented actor or dancer, but yeah, it gets it gets mentioned. Um, as you can see in the thumbnail of this, and with the trailers, Dogpool is in the movie, and wow, wow, how adorable, how wonderful, how beautiful that little pooch is. Um, definitely Hollywood's most beautiful animal actor for sure. Very, 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 very cute, very sweet. Um, so as you can tell from the trailer, there are a few cameos, but we're not going to get into um, who's in it. Only that you've seen Pyro in the trailer, right? And so, as you can tell from Pyro being in the trailer, um, there are like references to Fox in there, as you would imagine there would be, as Deadpool uh, constantly takes shots at Fox in the other two movies. Yeah, so again, there's not a lot you can say while being spoiler free, other than to say if you are on the edge of whether or not to see it, definitely, definitely, definitely go and see it. 1,000,000%, 1,000,000%. I know this is a highly anticipated movie, but as with all movies, there might be some people that are unsure about going. Um, I'm phenomenally glad I went, and I'm going to be going again. It's just a matter of when. This movie is going to be watched again and again and again and again and again and again. There's so many people that are going to be breaking it down, like scene for scene. It's massive. It's a really, really, really good movie. I cannot stress that enough. That's literally just going to be the title of it. Just it's a really, really, really good movie. Just go and watch it. um, you know, like how some people are meant for a role. Like Ryan Reynolds was meant for Deadpool. That gets said a lot, and it doesn't get said enough. And honestly, not to crap over the first Deadpool movies, right? Um, but we know that there would have been an interesting or different battle with much more guns and a different kind of violence than what we would have got at the end of the first one. We still got something really, really good, right? But again, I do wonder what we would have had if we didn't have this rights issue, because once they were just allowed to go nuts, they went nuts. They went nuts. They gave us everything in this movie that we could have possibly asked for that they haven't given us in the other Deadpool movies. You know, we got okay. Well, we're talking spoiler free here. Puzzle Vision. So if we could refrain from discussing cameos, that would be wonderful. Super spoiler free, everybody. Talking about how it made you feel, whether or not you would recommend, because next week we'll be discussing spoilers and all of the untold things that this this movie contains. But until then, until everybody's had a chance to see it, it's just not fair. Excuse me, I'm hungry. Renee. So yeah, spoiler free. Thank you, Positive Vision. That means a lot. No, of course. I'm excited as well. I'm very excited, and I'm glad you are as well. It's always amazing to share with everybody. Oh my god, how good was this movie though, right? Wow. Oh my god, wow. Um, I am very, very lucky. We are very lucky. There's a few people that have managed to see it before everybody else. Thank you, Odeon. Oh my god. Um, so is it spoilery to wonder whether or not, bless you, whether or not they will continue in the franchise, right? Bless you again. Um, so yeah, I I hope to God that that we get a lot more of Deadpool. Um, so there's been a few characters throughout the MCU that like say Iron Man has been the MCU's Batman in that they've used him and a few other people to kind of well the Avengers really to kind of like glue everybody together and then spread them out, right? I really, really hope that Deadpool starts to be utilized in such fashion and just starts making appearances everywhere. Um, whether or not it's relevant, I know sometimes it would be kind of crazy, but that's his whole thing is to be outlandish. It does well. It does. Bless you. It does an amazing job at giving us pure Wade Wilson moments that really touch the heart and also just make you laugh so hard. It's just the whole again the whole cinema just constantly kept erupting and not even like sitting there like shh shh shh. Everybody was just engaging. Everybody was having an amazing time. Uh, it honestly, I don't know if they do this with every movie, but it was such a good movie. Every 5 minutes, the usher would be coming in to make sure everybody was having a good time, but their phones were away. Like there was just such a just like hey, stop it. So yeah, nobody was recording though. Nobody was recording. Um, oh my goodness. What else have we seen in the trailer? We've seen Cassandra Nova. Dude,
So sorry. I thought it would stop it.
we see Cassandra Nova in all of her bald glory, and I was unsure about how would receive this character. If I'm honest with you, it felt when we got the trailer, it kind of felt like okay, so we're getting like an easier like substitute for Charles, or maybe they just didn't want to do like an evil Charles kind of thing, or I don't know. The villain felt a bit like lackluster because I knew so little about her. But that being said, she kills it. She absolutely kills it. I'm not 100% on the actress's name, so give me but a moment. But Cassandra Nova is a fascinating character, absolutely fascinating. And the way that she utilizes her powers um, could not be more appropriate for the movie that we're watching, And that was just such Miss Emma Corrin did such a really, really good job, such a good job. And Matthew McFadden, Matthew McFadden, yeah, well, yeah. He did a really good job as Mr. Paradox. I was in, if you watch all of the stuff that I do before, I was massively interested in how the TVA would be implemented. They explained that very well. Um, I still hold like a bunch of theories about the TVA. But again, it was explained well enough, but I didn't need to. My theories weren't answered or anything, but it didn't need to be in this. It will be answered elsewhere. Because my question is very, very, very technical. She was great. She was great. Yes, yes. I hope so too. I hope we get to widen our view of X-Men for sure. I think their inclusion into the MCU is going to be very, very good. Because they've got like a massive sandbox to play in. I mean, the MCU is already such a big place, but then when you put like the X-Men in it and they are just a force to rival the Avengers, in sheer number and power. So to see them introduced into the MCU, and then to have their introduction be like trickled in, and then like before we get the X-Men, like yes, Storm is amazing. Yes, I love Nightcrawler, right? But Wolverine is the X-Men, and does not disappoint. Um, Honestly, with how crazy this is, and again, it's not spoilery to say, but a portion of this movie takes place in the place where Elias is in. I forget the void, right? The place at the end of time where all of reality gets put to die by the TVA, and Elias sits there eating it. With how the I don't know, with how it was feeling, I don't know, it just kind of felt like a small introduction into Secret Wars. Is that too spoilery to say? Like it just felt like, oh, this is just a small taster of the amazing, crazy, trippy fun that we're going to be getting with Avengers, Kang Dynasty, and slash Secret Wars. And oh my god, I couldn't be more excited. I couldn't be more excited. You're going to hear a lot of people say, "Oh, this is Marvel's return to form. Um, this is Marvel coming back to like this and this." But it's genuinely not. It's one of the best MCU movies, but it's not. Um, it's not separate or from the phase 4 and 5. It's not unique from them. It's a part of them, and it just elevates everything. It just elevates it all so well, and it definitely feels like a Marvel movie. It definitely has that feel of it. A shout out has to go to the costume designers. Wow, the work you did was breathtaking because it was just it's just everything was just there. It just drew you in. See, this is the thing. Like, it's difficult, right? So I would disagree, and I wouldn't say that it's fallen apart. I would say that it's chosen a direction, and after you after you have the initial the storyline that brings everybody in, right, and then you champion that and you tie it off and do it in such a spectacular fashion, they cannot be denied, right? Endgame was really, really good, phenomenal, right? Once you've done that, the next step is a very, very difficult one. It is an incredibly precarious position to be in, and I like Marvel Phase 4 and 5, right? Again, Puzzle Vision has a little bit of an issue with it. That's fine. That's his taste. That's his point of view. That's fine. I'm here for everything that they brought. I love She-Hulk. I love WandaVision, Moon Knight, Ms. Marvel, all of that. Love all of them. And again, this is just an extension of it, and just shows what we're going to be getting in the future. Um, the Wolverine's costume was insanely good, honestly. And again, this might feel spoilery to say. It doesn't feel like it, but there was a noticeable difference in the production material that came out, and where Wolverine has sleeves versus does not have sleeves. And I was expecting a big triumphant sleeve moment, and honestly, it took a second to be like, oh, they've gone, That's happened. Okay, now we're okay. Awesome. So, yeah. Again, try not to say too much. Spoilery, but the costumes amazing. The music worked so well, honestly. Sorry, I'm my cigarette. So, um, again, I don't want to be sitting here like rattling off songs and like specific moments, but all I will say is, hello, hi, how you doing? I hope you're doing very, very well. I have missed you so much. Um, excuse everybody that my voice just went all sexy there for a moment, but I am talking to my one and only. So yeah, hi, baby. So okay, so it's not spoiler to say, but that we're dealing with Deadpool, we're dealing with Wolverine, right? And oh, is that spoiler to say? Suffice to say that Deadpool, given how he is, and everybody knows he is. It's not out of place to have a song called "Lady in Red," and when that song is played, and the moment that's played, and why it's played, yeah, that was so cool. Oh my god, dude! Oh my god. I absolutely love the whole movie, and let me just triple check the rating of it, because I'm confused, because I thought it was an R, right? And then there was like a whole ratings gag at the front. So let me have a quick double check. It has to be, right? It has to be. Yeah. So yeah. Yes, all right. So they fully take advantage. The they are Puzzle Vision. Honestly, again, without saying too much, the people that interact and have those beats is just wow. And then this is the thing. Oh my god. Okay, so I was explaining to a friend on the way back the double standard that seems to somehow always apply to Deadpool, and it's crazy, right? Because there's a double standard in the boys that's going on at the moment with SA and Starlight and Huey, and how that reception is, right? And then there's the double standard with how everybody receives She-Hulk and her fall breaking, and then everybody just loving Deadpool off, right? And then again, there's a double standard with me. Again, I can't explain too much without being spoilery. Suffice to say that there was no, I won't say that. So, suffice to say that Deadpool just, I feel like he can get away with anything, and I don't know why. What is it about Deadpool that like he can do things that other people can do, and it just works. It just there's no complaint. It's just all love. It's the best thing ever because it's Deadpool doing it. I don't get it. I don't get it. Sorry. Just need to tell my baby how much I love her. Right. um. So yes, the emotional scenes are very, very well done. Um. This okay. So this is the double standard that I was kind of talking about, right? So we have Thor: Love and Thunder, right? And everybody says that it's too joke heavy. It's too much jokes. It overpowers the emotional moments and like takes away from it and stuff. This movie, like the jokes in it, as you know, like it being Deadpool, is just like an insane, just drum roll of jokes. But then it's never too much. It's never ever too much. I'm not sat here checking my phone, checking my watch, thinking, "Oh God, when is this joke going to be over?" Um, it was just a constant rip raw adventure. And then when you get down to the emotional moments, it just works because I don't know. Maybe it's because you've known these guys for so long. I mean, Wolverine, he's been there like what? Hugh Jackman on and off 20 years now. Over 20, like over 20 years of him wearing those goddamn claws in between his knuckles. And then Deadpool was when, like, wasn't 2016ish, wasn't it? And someone have to remind me, but it's been a long time, and even longer still if you count X-Men Origins Wolverine, which which I don't think anybody's counting. I don't think anybody's counting that as a Deadpool, but him in the role maybe. So maybe there's like a whole nostalgia thing, you know. I don't know. I don't know. Because I still stand by this is one of my favorite MCU movies ever, but then I do start to wonder, um, is there a small amount of like recency bias in that? And yes, if like a 1% chance, 1% of that, because then when you sit and watch this movie and just see the way they just start hacking everybody up, and I made assumptions going into this movie. And I broke down the trailer and I was like, oh, well, this and this and this and this and this and this. God damn. Thank God my name is Fallible Fandom because I can admit when I'm wrong. All right. And I was sitting, I was like, yeah, no, like, there's no way Wolverine could be that strong, you know? And oh my God, he is a bruiser. He is an absolute bruiser. He is there just slashing away with those adamantium claws. It's just oh my God. So the 25th and the 26th, the days that everybody their ticket times cannot come fast enough. I cannot wait for everybody to see this movie just so we can sit and discuss it and break it all down. This movie needs to be watched and multiple times. I promise you, there might be Disney Plus crashing. When this gets put up on Disney Plus, I fear it might start crashing. Like there are going to be so many people at the same time. Like, oh, it's Deadpool out today, is it? Okay, cool. And then they're going to be there pressing that button so fast and so hard that there's going to be a whole bunch of people watching it at the same time. Okay, so is there anybody in the chat that's seen it and has anything that we haven't spoken about yet? That is spoiler free. It has to be spoiler free. We have no spoilers here. That's very, very important. Again, spoiler free. Yeah, no, I don't think I can do it. We've done the costumes, we've done the music, we've done the acting, how amazing and how much okay, so if there's a potential that this is the end for these guys and they're like, right, we're hanging up the belt, Because, say for example, I don't know how familiar everybody is with DC, but there is something in there called a crisis and a flashpoint. Both of them mechanically work different, but they're both like wipes, right? They're like universe wipes. And if I'm correct, I am expecting somewhat of a fresh wipe with Marvel, like a fresh slate of some description, because Secret Wars is universe shattering, multiverse shattering. Depending on how they're doing it, we could end up with Battle World, like an amalgamation of worlds, like brought together for martial combat, and whoever survives gets to be in the new world, right? If that's what I'm thinking happens and does happen, there is a potential that, like, no matter what happens in the MCU up until that point, like, it could be some people's last ride, right? That being said, if that is the case, or they just get tired and like see that their slate's not for like a few more years and they're like, okay, yeah, that's too much, then they have left everything out there. They gave everything they had for this, and all of the love that they've built up over the years for these roles is all there. It's all there. I cannot give it to them enough. It's just all love for the characters and the work that and the grind that they put in. And again, this isn't spoilery to say. There is a wonderful little reel, right? So instead of a mid-credit scene and a post-credit scene, there's a reel of Hugh Jackman and other moments from Marvel in the reel, and then there's a post-credit scene which is amazing. It's hilarious as hell. It's so good. It's not building in any way. It's just funny. So just go and enjoy it. But in that reel that shows their time with these characters, it is insane to see how young Hugh Jackman is when he's in the original X-Men, because they show like clips of that and stuff, and it's just like, dude, wow, I remember going and seeing that, you know. And I remember having the VHS videotape. Yeah, that's how old I am, right? I was there with the VHS tape, rocking around in Blockbuster and everything else. So yeah, it was really, really good, and it was really nice to see a taste of where they started, and the full crazy, just mind-bending trip of where they are now. Oh, just hats off, gentlemen. Honestly, you give the biggest and the best ride. Oh, hang on, pause. No, the biggest and the best ride. That sounded so bad. I know what I meant, right? So yeah, it's okay. So up until this point, let me talk MCU movies, right? No Way Home. That was not nostalgia bait. Like, at the moment, we've gone through a phase of nostalgia bait movies, some of them being good, some of them really bad. To say it wasn't nostalgia bait, it was kind of nostalgia bait, but it was one of the ones that made it work. Like, it was an integral part of the story. It was important. It wasn't just, oh, like slapstick, here, take this. It needed to be there, you know, for that journey, that part of the story, and I loved it. This movie is up there with No Way Home. I love both Doctor Strange movies, Winter Soldier, Thor Ragnarok, you know, all of the big ones, the top tier ones that always seem to stay there. You know, Winter Soldier, that never moves. Thor Ragnarok, that's up there. And this is just another one to add to that list. I kind of feel like Spider-Man: Homecoming belongs in that list. Whoa! And we're going to be taking that. What's your name? Patrick Ledger. So we are going spoiler free, Mr. Patrick, if you wouldn't mind. Thank you very much. Just because it is unfair for everybody that hasn't seen it yet, that doesn't want anything ruined. I myself avoided the final trailer just because I heard of how much that it spoiled for everybody. So it's massively important that we do not take anything away from anyone else's experience. So thank you very much. What else can we talk about this spoilery free? No, Patrick, thank you for coming. Thank you for engaging. I absolutely love it. Love having you here. You're an absolute champion. We will be discussing spoilery stuff next week, but we need to give everybody a chance to see it because this movie is one of like the biggest anticipated movies of the year, and like I just don't want to be that guy that sits there and just like rub somebody of a moment, you know. Thank you, Patrick. Very good sport. I was walking down the road and we're just talking in such excited voices. I genuinely thought of myself as Homer in The Simpsons when he comes out of Star Wars, and I was like, oh my god, have I just inadvertently ruined this for people that are just in their houses? And I'm just walking past and like, oh my god, this happened, and this happened, and this happened, and they're just living their life. And have I just ruined this? You know? I was like, shit. So Patrick, you are not the only one, sir. I too have been slipping up this evening. Oh my gosh. What else can we talk about? What else can we talk about? This in the trailers. Again, Dogpool. My goodness, what a beautiful, beautiful little pup with a tongue that just could not fit in the mouth. Not even doesn't want to stay in the mouth. It just doesn't not fit in there. But my goodness, what a beautiful little sweetheart. again, there's no jokes that like run too long. There's no jokes that are just like, oh, I'm tired of it, or oh, this, you know, it all landed so well, and I'm really, really interested to see how it plays on a second watch now, because like I know what's coming. Because before it's just I'm sat here, eyes are wide, and I'm taking in everything that I can, and I'm just, it's such a ride, man. I'm here for all of it. It's such a ride. And then I'm thinking like now, when I go back in, are all of the comedic moments still going to land, right? That's the thing, you know, because you have the excitement of the first time and stuff, and that's fine. But okay, that is not an unpopular opinion here, Mr. Ledger. My goodness, I saw that trailer. I was already excited. I love the MCU magic, right? And then that trailer, wow. Oh, wow. Because like you watch like the Beetlejuice 2 trailer, and you see Winona Ryder and Jenna Ortega, right? You're like, oh yeah, makes sense, right? And then you see Aubrey Plaza and oh, what an absolute melon. I'm forgetting the woman's name that plays Agatha Harkness. But when you see those two together, you're like, oh, dude, that just makes sense as well. That just makes so much sense. Like, of course, Aubrey Plaza has to be in this. Like, how would she not be in this? You know, I am very, 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 very excited in this. And one of the things that I love, Catherine Hahn. Thank you, Catherine Hahn. Thank you so much. Yes, I'm usually kind of good with names. But yes, so one of the things that I really like and look for is all of the stuff with like the mechanics of the universe and mechanics of the multiverse. And Loki was really, 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 really good for that in season one. And some of the stuff that is set up, not very happy with the time loop in season two, but we'll discuss that another time. Agatha, I'm hoping will do several things. Right, one, I'm hoping will give us like a little magic history lesson / science lesson with eldritch magic, chaos magic, that purpley like kind of like drainy magic that she was using, but then also like the blue magic that her family and an original coven was using, because I think that's fascinating as well. And that is the other part is, oh my god, I think this is coming. It has to be, right? Oh, okay. Like popcorn. You mean like a Spider-Man thing, like where he got that deal where he gets like a whole bunch of stuff gets undone, like a death or something, and then the thing that Mephisto asked for is his marriage, his love. Like I want to take that away. Maybe that would have been a fascinating pitch. Another thing. Okay, so one thing I wasn't wrong about is his relationship with Vanessa in Deadpool and Wolverine, and they are no longer together. That's not spoilery to say. She sits there and calls him Buddy in the trailer, so that's very, very obviously thrown out there. So it would have been very interesting if that's true, because maybe they liked the idea of like putting Wade at his lowest, and then like they kind of like implemented that somehow, because as you can see again from the trailer, Deadpool / Wade is he's wearing a toupee and is a used car salesman. So for everybody's favorite Merc with a mouth, that's not really the place that he should be. Sorry. So Sean said it in an interview. Okay. Like other potential pictures they had. That's fascinating. Oh gosh, wouldn't you love to be in that room? Because it's got to be like a Rick and Morty, like Sunny in Philadelphia kind of room where anything is possible. You could just throw like a whole bunch of stuff out into the room and just see what works. And then and you have like the whole MCU to work with. You have the whole comic book lore for both them and any potential character really to work with. And oh my god, they don't hold back. They really don't hold back. And what's great is you can just see that they're cooking. They're just cooking. And I promise you, as anticipated as this is, and as good as this is, and like I'm not sitting here like just blowing smoke up Marvel's ass, but it is easily a 10 out of 10. Like I need to rewatch it to see if that still holds, because again, like the level of jokes and the consistency of them, and like the emotional moments, I know they're always going to land. They're still going to land. They're phenomenal actors that always bring their games, right? It's whether or not the jokes, because I know they're coming, or like other jokes, like whether it would be a case of like, oh, it gets a bit love and thundery. I don't think it will. Okay, it's just whether it does or not, we'll take it down like a point or two. But as it stands, an absolute 10 out of 10. In an interview, Kevin confirmed Nova, Wonder Man, and the Avengers 5 title will be announced at Comic-Con. About time for Nova. Oh my god. Wow. Okay, and then the thing about that is where do you explain that guy's been? Is it a case of like we had with the Marvels, where we had Dar-Ben, right? And she was there as like a consequence of um, like Captain Marvel's original movie, uh, and several people in. So would it be a case of um, see in Infinity War they said that Thanos decimated Xandar for the Power Stone. I didn't imagine that he came and done his usual Thanosness with the whole half thing, but considering that's what he done, um, well, he didn't do that with the Space Stone, did he? Unless he sent them off. Yeah. Anyway, um, I had a point. What was my point? Anyway, yeah. Sorry. Yeah. So yeah. Sorry, that was it. So right. Yeah. Whether it was a case of like he was still on the planet, there was still Xandarians there, and it's taken this long to like charge up his power, or to get everything ready. I don't know. Like, where's he been this whole time? You know. And is he just going to be Marvel's answer to Green Lantern? You know, is he going to be spacefaring? Is he going to be Earthbound? A mixture of both? I wonder. I'm very curious. He'll have a show in 3 to 4 years. Oof. Oof. See, this is something that the boys commentated very, very well on, right? And I don't know if anybody here has seen the boys, but when they're discussing their Vought cinematic universe timeline, or VCU, they talk about phases like 7 to 19 or something, like 9 to 17, something like that, and it's just like over 10 phases that they're talking about in exhaustive detail. So considering the fact that Mahershala Ali got screwed over so hard with the Blade thing, I don't think that plans should be announced too far ahead. You know, I know Marvel are very good at planning things, but I don't know. I think they should just cook in the background and then let us know when something's close. You know, when you've got like a whole production thing that you're doing, then start telling everybody. But when it's like, oh, we're going to be working on this in a few years, but until then, like, remember what we told you last few years. But yeah, that's all well and fine, but not everything comes to fruition, right? And a lot of people are big. Is it Richard Ryder? I think his name is. A lot of people love Nova, depending on which one you're going to be going for. And like, dude, I cannot tell you. Like, when it was Mahershala Ali's Blade was announced at Endgame, I was around that time. Whatever it was. Like, I was so excited. I was like, wow. I genuinely don't think like you could have picked a better actor for that role. You know, amazing actor, and in incredible shape. And I think that I don't know what he's like in with combat and stuff, but I think he would have done very, 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 very well. And I think the movie could have been like really dark and awesome and just blown everybody away. But then he just got let down, and I think I'm worried that that's going to be like a recurring thing. So Marvel should just announce closer to time when they have projects that they're actively working on. So yeah, good for them. I hope they do it. Because again, as I said, a lot of people are excited about Nova, and he is a very rich character to bring forward, especially with where his people are. You know, like, it's interesting because where Captain Marvel is and where he will be very similar situations, except Captain Marvel is not of not Xandar. where the Kree planet is. I'm drawing a blank again because it is 5 in the morning. I just wanted to come and talk about how great Deadpool Wolverine was. I hope everybody goes to see it. I hope everybody gets excited. Again, 10 out of 10. The fighting for the top spot with the movies. Honestly, you're not a big Iron Man fan. Very interesting. That is very interesting. Especially given all of the recent interviews that Robert Downey's been doing, and everybody drawing conclusions that some of the old guard will be returning. So yeah. Speculation for Secret Wars is massive, honestly. Hey, while we're talking about Marvel, did everybody see the new Captain American trailer? How amazing was that? How excited is everybody? Is everybody up there with me? Because I know my son's going to be very, very excited as well because he is the biggest Red Hulk fan. And that whole trailer was awesome. I'm glad that Sam will be the leader and have a sidekick to I know, right? I know, Patrick. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. And they're just showing just a little bit, just why? Come on, you cannot come out soon enough. I know we've just got this amazing movie and I'm being super greedy, but oh my god. Wow. He's been a character again. This is the thing. Everybody's been asking for a long time. I really hope that that Patrick's right. And where is it? Where was it? You said before. The Mephisto reveal. I really hope that's in Agatha. Like, there needs to be some payoff with characters that have been called out. Because like while fan speculation is wild, right? I think there's something to be said about giving into some of them, not like, oh, just do what the fans want or something, but like when it makes sense, like having Mephisto in Agatha makes sense, so to have like those fan theories from WandaVision talking about her having a connection with Mephisto and stuff, like having all of that pay off wouldn't be a bad thing, but yeah, I'm excited. I'm interested. See, this is the thing. I don't think that's going to happen, right? Unless we're getting some kind of like Secret Wars thing, because obviously at the moment we still have Professor Hulk, and there's no. I mean, yeah, they could still fight, but it wouldn't be the same. It wouldn't be the same because like the whole red versus green Hulk thing is that you have just the wild savagery of Green Hulk with then the strength and the cunning and intelligence of the Red Hulk, and then like who best who and things like that, and it's just but then if you have just like two smart titans going at it, I don't know, I feel like that takes away from it a little bit. So yeah, I gotta say, I think I'm in my son's camp that I'm not the biggest fan of Professor Hulk. But how do you fix that? Again, unless we go for the soft reboot option of what Secret Wars could be. And I genuinely think that is the case. I don't know like how hard they're going to go with the reboot. But Secret Wars is the um, the perfect chance to just wipe the board clean, pick up the pieces that you enjoyed playing with, and then like with what worked, and then just start again with um, a similar but different feel and vibe and energy, you know, and then boom, you have a whole new MCU. Do I think it's going to change from Kang Dynasty? Um, I don't think so, right? Because they've had to set up enough. They have to follow it through. You know, it can't be a case of the same as Batgirl, where DC was like, "Oh, we're going to use this as a tax write-off." Um, a lot of Phase 4 and 5 has led up to who Kang is, the threat of Kang. You know, in the same way that Thanos was built up to in Phases 1, 2, and 3. So I think they're going to have to recast. If they don't bring Jonathan Majors back, they're going to have to recast. I don't think they can just drop everything. You know, especially if they're thinking about shareholders and then like after announcing so many projects and then canceling a whole bunch. This is what we were talking about like a little while ago. It might start working against them. So I think like the big projects that have everybody's eyes on them, I think they're going to have to follow through on, and Kang Dynasty is one of them. See, now this is interesting, right? So, hang on, let's have a quick goosey gander. 2 seconds. So, quick look. And- right, so that's 2026. No way. So wait, have they announced like a whole shift up again? Is there another change? Like, what did they do at Comic Con? Is there a video that I've missed? Have they changed everything again? They can't have. Okay, so this. Okay, so I'm gonna have a look into this, and then obviously get back to everybody in the next video. Oh, Avengers. See, Avengers versus X-Men. That would be insane. That would be insane. But where would you put that, right? See, this is another thing that I was talking about, right? The X-Men. How do you make that work in the current MCU, right? Because you have superpower people where you have superheroes all over the shop, right? Earth is chock full of people with powers, without powers, but have suits, all sorts of shenanigans, right? So how do you have that going on when they are just venerated and everybody's cheering their name? Has okay, right? So okay, so this is the thing, right? So this is an answer to my question, right? Of how do you have like all of that veneration, but then hate people that are just born that way? And incursion is a good way to do it, right? But then when you have like Secret Wars is going to be the end of all of that, right? And it's when Marvel are going to be like, right, stop expecting multiverse cameos. If you're going to be getting a cameo, it's going to be related to the story at best, right? Stop expecting cameos is what they're going to be telling us, right? So if it comes before Avengers 6, maybe, but then what do you do about Kang? That whole council of Kangs is there. You can't just write that away. You can't just write that off. Like Loki's whole thing was like dealing with Kang, you know. Um, I don't know. It's just difficult because then, say for example, you reconcile Secret Wars and everybody from Battle World, like, oh, this is where we are. You then can't just hate them from because they're from a different reality, you know. More time, you're not even gonna know. It's so um how you get like what one of the key foundations of the X-Men, what the X-Men are and what their story to be told is difficult to bring into the MCU, you know. But that's not to say that I'm not excited for it because, dude, like they had to have like just a faceless horde with the Outriders and like all of the people that the Black Order had to help fight, like, but then to have just two sides that everybody knows and everybody wants to see, you know, like Captain America Civil War, but on like a bigger scale. Like, oh my god, oh my god, and it would be earth breaking to have those two teams go at it. Oh my god, it would be a spectacle, an absolute spectacle. Oh my goodness. I genuinely hope that's the path they take. I do hope that they do it after, like, after Secret Wars. I hope that they stick to their guns and they say, right, we're going to do Kang Dynasty. We set it up. I need to have faith in us. We need to have faith in our fans. We need to have faith in the story we're telling. There are a few people that are saying they don't like it, but that's fine because we can win them back. That's fine. You know, we make good content. So instead of just being like, oh, it hasn't 100% been well received as the idea, and there's been a hiccup with the actor, we're just going to drop it like a hot turd. No, stick to your convictions, you know. So that's what I would say. And then give us the Avengers, right? So maybe they defeat Kang in a Young Avengers movie, since Kang is their arch nemesis. So even though people would be mad, it'll be comic book accurate. People would be mad at that. I wouldn't be too mad, honestly, because the Young Avengers movie is exactly where they're going. But to defeat a whole council of Kangs, when to defeat one that was imprisoned away in the quantum realm, and it took all of those people, all of those microorganisms, and then even on top of that, it was the ants, you know. I think that's going to be like more than just like a Young Avengers job, you know. As good as they are, and as excited as I am to see them, I don't think that they'll be able to match that level. I think it's a case of that's another I need everybody here thing, you know. And if not versions of, then just everybody that is on this planet at this time needs to be here to go and help defeat this guy, because one alone, Kang is his power is insurmountable. But then to have a coliseum full of them. Okay, so are you of the same idea then, Patrick, as I am, that Wanda did not die at the end of Multiverse of Madness? Because I definitely do not think that she is dead either. And I hope to God there is, and I will say that there should be a tease that the if she is alive or not. I think if anybody's gonna have an indicator, it will be Agatha and like a coven of witches that are like looking into magic and expanding their magic and stuff. I think if anybody's gonna know, it's gonna be them. Mephisto as well. If he's, oh my god, the inclusion of Mephisto. What the hell does that do, right? Because we already got Omnipotent City with all of those gods and everything up there, right? And then you've got the Duat in Moon Knight and everybody, and what's her name, Tarweda, talking about the different planes of the afterlife and the astral plane and everything else. Like Mephisto being in there, oh my god, right? Because then that's just like, oh yeah, no, there are nice places that you can go to, but dude, like, fuck around and find out, you know, because Mephisto's here. So, wow, 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 wow. The plot of Agatha is that Billy watches. Wait, is that Billy walks the witch's road so that he could get what he wants? Oh, where? Because he's non-existent, right? Because the existence he had was that of being created by Wanda, same as Vision. Like we saw him disappear in WandaVision. Unless Agatha's show takes place in a different reality. In this one, in the sacred timeline, there is no Billy. So are they magicking their own Billy? So thank you everybody for coming. I'm curious as to people in the chat. That's not the one I want to click. Who has seen the movie other than wonderful Mr. Patrick here? Has anybody else in the chat seen the movie? And if so, how did it make you feel? Did it excite you? Did it anger you? Did it make you regret buying your ticket? I am absolutely thrilled I got my ticket, and I need to get some more because I need to go back. I need to see this movie again. God, and there's just, oh my god, there's just so many jokes, and then like just general jokes that they turn on their head and stuff. Oh my god, I cannot wait for everybody to go and see this so we can all sit and talk about it spoiler free, because Patrick and I are just chomping at the bit to sit there and tell everybody everything that happened, but that's not going to happen. We are spoiler free here, but oh my god, even to just like the pet names that Deadpool just throws at Wolverine, and that he has to accept it because they are just going to keep on coming. Like all of those just land as well. And again, not spoilery to say, but I think my favorite one is when he calls him his little honey badger or something to that effect. And I was just like, oh, come on, you know what you're doing. You know exactly what you're doing. And I love you for it. So just before we wrap up shortly, maybe at the end of Multiverse of Madness, Wanda slipped into a reality created by her children and created her children again, and Billy slips out using magic and gets Agatha to help so they could all live outside of a cosmic reality. Interesting. So like the question is that why the only reason that Wanda would keep him in that pocket reality is if they couldn't exist outside of it, I would say, you know, because it's not she's like persona non grata everywhere. She is allowed to live and breathe in the multiverse as well as her children, especially if they're just like normal guys. Obviously created by magic in another reality, not exactly normal guys, but I don't know. It depends how well they're created with that magic, I guess. Hmm. Ooh, absolutely, absolutely. Could not agree with that more. Could not agree with that more. Because yes, it has cameos, but they are not gratuitous in any way. They are all relevant, um, and um, are just done so well and with such love. I love it. 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 I'm going to wrap it up here now because I feel like I'm repeating myself, but we will be talking about this in a week. Drop by everybody. Oh, if you also like Star Wars, I've got another video of messing around with lightsabers in the community center down the road with a bunch of friends of mine. Go and have a look; it's a lot of fun. And then go and watch Deadpool 3. Um, the Agatha thing, or what, an answer to where Wanda's been this whole time. Either way, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Um, so yes, Hugh Jackman, Ryan Reynolds, all of the cast, creators, um, the crew, all of the crew, the people behind the scenes, like the CGI people, the music people, the costume people, like all of it, every one of them, just hats off. 10 out of 10. You did such good work. Um, honestly, I'm I'm just gonna be like I love this movie so much. I'm gonna be a little bit annoyed if everybody's like, yeah, see now this is what Marvel should be. It's like, dude, Marvel is still that. Marvel is all of that and everything. It's all of it. You know what I mean? Marvel is amazing. The MCU is amazing. But yes, Deadpool and Wolverine, potentially one of the best movies in the MCU. So please go and watch it. Thank you all for stopping by. Go and watch that lightsaber video. Not just because I put like a whole bunch of work into it, but it's a lot of fun. Right. See you all later.